So let's get cooking. You don't need a lot of ingredients for this recipe. In fact, there's only 6, 7 if you want to count the ice cream. And you don't need a lot of utensils. A skillet, spoon, a few measuring utensils. I would suggest, because this recipe goes so fast, that you have your ingredients ready to go, maybe with the exception of the bananas, or maybe put some lemon juice on them. The other thing I want to point out is I am using a butane burner tabletop, so that if you wanted to do a tabletop presentation, I do a lot of these in my dinner parties, I could do it tableside so that they can see the whole process. It's very impressive. I like to show off. And these are very inexpensive, about $35. You can get them at sometimes a hardware store, a camping store, any restaurant supply store. And then they use just little butane fuel canisters that you can readily get at Walmart even. So let's get going here. First thing I'm going to do is get my pan going. These burners burn really hot, so you really want to watch your flame. And I've got a half of a stick of butter, and I've got a cup of brown sugar, and I've got a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And this is a very forgiving recipe. If you want to put a little more of something in or leave a little bit less of something, or if you feel like you screwed it up, this is a can't miss recipe. So you just want to get this going, get your butter melted, get your sugar dissolved. You want to keep this going until the sugar dissolves. And while that's going, I've already got half of the banana sliced up, but just to show you how I do it. You're going to peel your banana. Everybody knows how to peel a banana. If you have a compost pile, you can throw your banana peels in there. Good for the environment. So you just want to basically cut your banana in half lengthwise and then once across so that you've got 4 pieces. That one's a little thick, so I'll just put it up to the side here. So sugar's dissolving, and once this gets going, you can tell when the sugar's dissolved, obviously, when you can't see any lumps in it. And you do want to keep stirring it because the sugar will burn. I'm using a non-stick pan, but that's not necessary. You can do it in a stainless steel. It'll work just as well, whatever you happen to have. And there goes the sugar. That's ready to go. I'm going to try to turn this heat down a little bit. Actually, I'm turning the heat off now because I'm adding banana liqueur. This little bottle I happened to find at the front of the liquor store. If you bought a big size bottle of this, it would cost about $16. And since I don't use it for anything other than this and banana bread, I don't want to buy a big bottle when I can get this little bottle for 99 cents. And this little bottle is about a 1/4 cup. So I just put in the whole thing. I'm going to stir that in. Turn the heat back on. Again, watch that flame. And of course you can do this on the stove top too. It doesn't have to be done on a burner. And next you're just going to lay your bananas in. Into your butter, sugar, cinnamon, banana liqueur mixture. If you want, you can use tongs. I'm comfortable with just using my hands. I did wash my hands before I started. And just give those a little stir. I like to flip the bananas just to get them well coated on both sides. It's not necessary, but it does give it a little nicer color and presentation. And you want to cook these just until they're slightly browned and softened. That will take about 2 minutes. And all you need to do is just kind of use your spoon and just kind of give it a little tap until you feel it start to give. Because then we're going to put the rum in and we're going to flambe this. And that's the presentation part, why you might want to do this table side. Everybody likes to see flambe. At least I do. And like I said, you really don't need to measure unless you are comfortable with that, or not comfortable with. I usually eyeball most things, but that's just me. And these look like they're going to be ready in a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and give them a go because with the flambe, they're going to continue to cook. Again, I'm turning my heat off. I'm going to take this off the heat. Turn the heat back on, because you need to heat that rum up before you try to ignite it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tilt the pan a little bit, and if you're not comfortable doing that, you can use your little grill lighter to just, click it and do it that way. I've done this enough where I can just there we go. You can see the flame may not show up real well because it's burning really hot, so it's sort of a blue flame. But while that's going, I'm going to sprinkle on a little nutmeg. It's a nice flavor, adds some little sparks. A little more. You can tell I'm obviously not eyeballing that. You want to use about a quarter teaspoon. Then it's a really nice flavor. And just give it a little stir. Okay, the flames have died down, it's nice and bubbly. Bananas are nice and soft. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off while I dish up some premium ice cream. You want to use good ice cream because it's nice and creamy with the hot bananas. I am so ready for this. And you want to use about 1 cup of ice cream per serving. I just got a heaping scoop here. And it's 4 banana slices per serving. Just stir, make sure it's all mixed in. Just decoratively put the bananas around the ice cream. Making sure you get some of that great syrup. Come on, there we go. And then I'm going to get some extra syrup in here. You'll have a lot of nice syrup. Just pour that right on top. And because the bananas and the sauce are nice and hot, your ice cream's going to start to melt, and you get this nice, cool and creamy combination. And here you have your Bananas Foster. And I'm going to take a bite, just so I can make sure that it's perfect. This is very good.